Welcome to Design Your Own 2D Bicycle. In this video course, you will learn how to create a detailed, professional, step-by-step bicycle design from the scratch using AutoCAD. I will guide you through each stage to ensure that your design is accurate and functional. Whether you are a beginner or looking to enhance your CAD skill, this video equips you with the tools to turn your creative ideas into reality. Let's get started on designing your custom bicycle step by step.
The next video will show you step by step on installing AutoCAD for free as a student. But if you already have AutoCAD installed, skip video 2 to video 3. Also, in your AutoCAD environment, type or snap, and press the Enter key on your keyboard. A dialog box will appear like this. Check all important boxes, like midpoint, quadrant, endpoint, tangent, and so on. Or, just activate all by clicking Select All. Click the OK button. This step is important to enable you work effectively in the bicycle project. All dimensions used in this project are in millimeters.
Let's quickly look at steps you will use to install any Autodesk product as a student, free of charge for 1 year. The first step is you go to autodesk.com. And if possible, just Google Autodesk for Students or Autodesk for Education. Then it will bring you to this page. And this is step number 1. In step number 2, you'll be required to choose the country where the institution you are studying is. You need to choose your educational role in that institution and what are you studying. That is step number 4 and step number 5. If you click this in step 3, you are going to scroll down and choose United Kingdom. You will click educational role. You are going to have student, educator, school IT administrator, design competition mentor. So you are going to choose student. In step number 5, you choose university/post-secondary. Then on this step 6, you are going to choose your date of birth. After you choose your date of birth in step number 6, which is the same as step 7 and 8. In step number 9, click Save. In step 10, you're going to see another page that will require you to create an account. Put your first name, your last name. The email address you're going to put here must be your student email address. If you put anything like Gmail or any other extension that is not a university institutional email, it will be rejected. Choose a password. AutoCAD will send a notification email to the email address you have chosen. Open the email address and click Verify Email. Once you click Verify Email on your student's email address, you're going to get a notification that will show you Account Verified. If it is not a student email address, it will reject it. The next step is you're going to get another page that will ask you what are you studying. Here you can tick architecture, engineering, and construction. And you can also include product design and manufacturing because that's what we are doing here. The next step is you'll be asked to choose when did you enroll and you'll be asked when are you graduating. It doesn't matter what you choose here. After each year, AutoCAD will ask you again, have you graduated? They want to verify whether if you're still a student. Once you have done this, you are going to get a notification that says your account is now updated to access the Autodesk education community. You will click Continue. Autodesk will bring you back to their web page and you're going to see your name as Hi Johnson, Hi Elizabeth, Hi whatsoever you put there. It will just pull out your name and say hi and tell you. But you're going to get a little message that says, we will need to confirm your eligibility for educational access to Autodesk products. That means they are not yet 100% sure. They still want to do 1 or 2 checks before they will finally give you access. Once you get this, we will need to confirm your eligibility for educational access to Autodesk products. Click Get Started. At this stage, take your student ID card and take a picture. You are going to come to this page where you are going to click a button that will allow you to upload your student ID card. choose your student ID card and click open. Then you upload. You're going to get a message that says, thank you. The process to verify your eligibility to access Autodesk educational licenses has now started. The verification process can take up to 48 hours to complete, but from experience, it doesn't take that long. Sometimes you get it even in few hours, sometimes in few minutes, it depends. Please check your email for next step. Also, be sure to check your junk spam folders. When the check is completed, you are going to get a message like this that says your educational access to Autodesk products is valid through the year you are specified. And you are going to get a message in that your student email telling you that you are now ready to access AutoCAD. Click that message and it will take you to Autodesk webpage where you are going to see education access. You are going to get a message that says welcome. The next button you are going to see there is Get Products. Once you click that Get Products, this is when you can download any Autodesk product, not only AutoCAD. You can download as many of their products as possible as a student. You can download even Fusion 360. The next step is you're going to click Get Products. Once you click Get Products on any of the software, the next message you are going to get is Access. Once you see that message, Access, you are now free. You don't have any problem. Just click it, download either AutoCAD or any Autodesk product. And that is it. Very easy. For those of you that want to download Fusion 360, you will now go ahead for more steps to allow you to create accounts for the cloud team. But as soon as you click Access to start downloading the AutoCAD product, Autodesk will bring a page for you like this. They want you to log in. They want to make sure that you're the one that want to download it. You're going to log in with your student's email address and the password that you choose when you're creating that account. It must match. Then they will allow you to continue downloading.
Access other projects and educational videos in the description and in the comment section. Video projects in CAD, surveying, automatic level, total stations, basic to advanced mathematics, calculus, statistics, civil engineering, construction, and more added weekly. Do subscribe to the Kelvin Academy for more.
In the next few minutes, everybody should have this on their computer and know how we actually achieved it. The first step is you open your AutoCAD software. I will toggle my grid lines. I will turn it off. I will click the circle tool. Click. Pick a point on the screen. The radius is 10 millimeters. Type 10 and press enter. Next, Z, enter, E, enter. Because this is the only thing we have on the screen, you see the way it's zoomed open. Use your roller mouse to zoom in a bit. Next, type O-snap and press enter. Just to make sure that you have your midpoint, quadrant, tangent, and all this selected. Or here you can click select all and click OK. The next step is click the circle tool again. Locate the center of the circle. Click and release the mouse. Type 30 and press enter. Use your roller mouse to zoom in a bit. Because circle was the last command I selected, if I press enter key, it will activate the last command. So I will just press enter key to activate the circle command. I will locate the center again. Click and release the mouse. I will type 50 and press enter. Use your roller mouse to zoom in a bit. Next, press enter again to activate the circle command. Locate the center, click and release the mouse. Type 280 and press enter. Zoom in. Next, press enter again. Click and release the mouse. Type 300 and press enter. Press enter again. Locate the center, click, release the mouse. Type 350 and press enter. Now we have this. I will zoom a bit open like this. I will use this space. I will pick the line tool. Pick a point. I can't draw a straight line. So what will I do? Yes, FN F8 or only F8, or I'll come here and click this auto mode. It's now straight. I will type 10 and press enter. Your concentration should now be on this line. Remember, you're the driver. Don't say it is tiny, it is small. Let's look at this big hole. Consider this big hole. This hole is big, right? So if you draw this in AutoCAD now, this big hole, and you want to draw this little screw, are you going to tell me that this screw is so small? How are you comparing this screw to this big hole? So that's what some of you do. You say it's tiny. No, nothing is small. Just use your mouse and what? Roll open into the area you want to work on. Comparing all this space, I just need this only. Pick a line, locate this midpoint, click, direct your mouse up, type 10, and press enter. Press enter again. Next, click the line tool. Pick a point, type 5, and press enter twice. Click this line, click move, pick this from the midpoint, and drop it here. You should have this. This is just a mold. When we are done with what the shape we need, we'll just delete this off. Next, I will click polar line. Remember where you started the movement. I will click 1, 2, 3, 4. I started here, 5. I will click and I'll press enter. I will click this by the side. Click move. Click a point and move it out. This is what I want. I will highlight this and delete it. I don't need that. I'll just delete this. I need only this. Next, I will click this. Click move. I will pick this from this base at the bottom. Click. Use your roller mouse, roll open, and locate the top of this quadrant. Click. You should have this. Not the outer one. It's not here. It's this inner 50 millimeter radius.
Control Z. Control Z. Yeah.
Next, roll open. What is the length of this?
10.
That's 10. Good. I will click this. Click move. Pick it at this base. Direct your mouse down. Keep your hand straight. Type 1 on the keyboard and press enter. What happened? It brought it down now. So 9 is remaining up. Next, type trim. Press enter twice. Roll open and carefully trim here off. Not this part, no. Press enter. You can click trim and luckily it will trim some things for you. But you're going to see a case where entering twice is important. When you're going to trim complex and complicated things. If you don't enter twice, it will trim off some important parts that you need in that object. It can trim off some things for you on basic drawings like this. And you will think entering once and twice are the same. They are not the same. Next, because we trimmed the bottom part, this part and this part are no longer the same. I will click this part, and type join and press enter. I'll press escape on the keyboard.
So which join?
You're joining both arms.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Next, type array polar and press enter. Use the little square box to click on this. That's why we joined it. I will press enter. The little square box will now change to an active crosshair. Use this crosshair and click the center of this entire circle. Click and release the mouse. Up here, highlight this 6 and type 12. Change it to 12 and press enter. If this associative is checked, uncheck it. Click Close Array. Now we have this. Type trim and press enter twice. Carefully trim off these bits. Carefully. When you're done, press enter. After trimming, highlight all this, type join and press enter. If I click any part of this, only these that are connected will be joined. These bits have no business with those joined, even though they were highlighted as well.
Oh, sorry, just the outer circle, just join, yeah?
Yeah. I highlighted everything and typed join,
Yeah.
but AutoCAD will not join the other two circles because they are not connected. Join will only join what is connected. These circles are still separate. This circle is still separate.
If you draw a line all the way through, will you join everything together?
No. Even though you join, you draw a line
And now you highlight it.
and you do this and now say join. The line is still there. If I want to put all this together, I will highlight and type group and press enter. Group will put them together, but will not join all of them together. If I click move, I can move this out completely together. Move this out just as I did. Next, pick the line command. Click. If you try to locate this center, you won't see anything. What will you do? Yes, go out a bit until you touch the body of one of the lines, it will appear. You can now what? Click. Click that center and click this quadrant inside. Click and press enter. Next, click this line. You have two options. You can click this rotate or you type rotate and press enter. Any is fine. Click rotate, locate this center, click and release the mouse. Type 5 and press enter. Next, pick the line command again. Locate this center of the entire circles. Click, keep your hands straight and locate quadrant. Click and press enter. You should have this. Next, highlight these two lines. Type array polar and press enter. Click this midpoint. These items, number of items here. Item count is 6. Change it to 12 and press enter. Increase this to 15 and let me see. Press enter on the keyboard. We don't want AutoCAD to auto-save or auto-recover our work. It's time for us to save it. Somebody should suggest a name. Bike. She said bike. How can you remember that is bike you're drawing? So is there any other thing you can put together or in addition to that bike? Okay, let's give it any name anyway. Locate this capital letter A and click. Click Save As. Then you should go and locate the folder where you want to save this work. What's the name we agreed on? Bike. Just bike. What if you have 10 projects of different bikes? Bike 1 is not good. What if you have so many projects and you have bike 1, bike 2, bike 3? You're still confusing yourself. First bike is still not good. It's good we should think of this now. Kelvin's work. Okay.
Kelvin's bike.
Okay, if you say Kelvin's bike, that means there is only one client that you have that is Kelvin. If you have 3 Kelvins, you should find a way to sort it out. He said Kelvin's bike, so let's give it Kelvin's bike. If you have 100 projects, give it a name that you can always remember which project you actually worked on. At interval, every 5 to 10 minutes, what will you do? Control S. Next, zoom a bit open. If you observe, you see that I'm doing all my work around the tire. If I do Z, enter, E, enter, you can see that all my work are compact. Use your roller mouse. Let's create a little space here. Pick the rectangle tool. Click. Pick a point. Type at 20, 20 and press enter. Next, I will click this box. Click copy. I will click this midpoint on the left. Click and click the other side of the right and click the other side of the right and press enter. I should have this. Next, click the rectangle tool. Pick a point and release your hands on the mouse. Type at 40, 10. At 40, 10. Roll open so that you can see your work. Click this rectangle. Click move. Locate the top midpoint. Click and locate the midpoint of this center square and click. You should have this. Next, I will highlight everything here and type group and press enter. These are not joined, they are grouped, and I can ungroup it. If I want to ungroup this, I will click on it, right click, I will go to group and I will choose ungroup. But I don't want to ungroup it now. If I click on group, they are now individual rectangles and squares again. I'll press escape. I will highlight this and I will group this. Next, click these grouped objects. Click move. Pick it from the top midpoint. Click. Roll your mouse and locate this quadrant. Click. You should have this. If you try to array this, you have so many things to trim. Let's reduce the work. Type trim. Press enter twice. Carefully trim here off. Trim here off. Carefully look at more. Trim here off. Trim here off. You have to do that carefully. There is still a bit here and a bit here. This side is smooth now, but I need to trim here off. Everything is now smooth. I'll press enter or escape. Our object is still grouped, even though we trimmed part of it. Press escape. Next, click this object. Next, type array polar. Press enter. Next, carefully roll open. Carefully. To click the midpoint of these entire circles. Next, this item number 6, change it to 30 and press enter. Next, press enter or escape. Next, type hash and press enter. This is gray in color, while the other side is yellow. We're going to use this color a bit. Come here, you're going to see pattern, solid, gradient. Choose solid. Under the hash color, I'm going to choose light gray here. I will click this and press enter. I will press enter again. I will change this color to this. Click here and press enter. I'll press enter again. I will change this to yellow. Click and press enter. Next, I'll press enter. I'm going to choose a different color here. Click this and click this part and press enter. Next, I will highlight everything here and type group and press enter. One thing with group is it will allow you to do your work without you mistakenly pushing some of the objects about. You can ungroup it at any time and fix anything you want to fix. Next, I will highlight this and type group and press enter. Next, I will click this, click move. Carefully locate this center. Click. And carefully, this is where you need to be careful. Locate this center and click. These spokes, what do you observe, are on top of this. Is not right. The spokes have to be behind the gear. I will click this, right click, draw order, send to back.
Mine doesn't want to do it. I have tried it both ways.
Right click, draw order, send to back. Control S to save your work. Next, pick the line tool. Locate the center of this tire. Click. Direct your mouse towards the right. Ensure that you have a straight line. Type 1150, 1150, and press enter twice. The next step is click this and click this. There are two grouped objects. I will type group and press enter. I just want everything to be grouped together. Next, click this object without the line. Next, click mirror. Click. Locate the midpoint of this line. Click. Direct your hands up. Click any point and just press enter. Next, Ctrl S to save your work. Next, pick the rectangle tool. Very close to this tire. Click. Type at 20,465 and press enter. Next, pick the line command. Pick a point. Type 450. Press enter twice. Next, zoom a bit open. Click the line tool. Pick a point. Type 20 and press enter twice. Click this. Click move. Pick it at this midpoint and drop it here. You should have this. Here at the base, pick the line tool. Pick a point, 25, enter twice. Click on this. Click move. Pick it at the midpoint. Drop it here. You should have this. The aim here is not just to draw a bicycle. It's just to understand how you can manipulate objects in AutoCAD and how to apply the tools. Knowing the tools is not just enough. Next, I will pick the polyline tool. I will start from here. 1, zoom open. 2, 3, 4. I started here. I must click here to end it. 5. I'll press enter. I will click this, click move, move it out. This is what I need. Press escape. I will highlight all this and press delete. I will type hash and press enter. Still solid, I will click this. I will choose magenta. Click. I'll click this, press enter. Press enter again, click this, and press enter. Only this. I will highlight this and type group, and enter. Only this. I will highlight it and type group. Remember, Ctrl S. Next, this, I will click it, not this very one. You know, this one, we have 20 here. We have 25 here. It's not that one. Is this one that is at 20,465. That's the one. Click it, click rotate. Pick it at this base, at the midpoint of this base. Click, release your hands from the mouse. Type 42 and press enter. AutoCAD by default will rotate something in the anti-clockwise direction by default. If you want to take it in the clockwise direction, you have to put a minus. So I'm going to do Ctrl Z. Now I want to go 42 in the clockwise direction. I will click this, click rotate. Locate this bottom midpoint, click, and type minus 42. I'll press enter. Next, I will click this. Remember, it's grouped. I will click move. Pick it from this midpoint here. Zoom, click it from this midpoint. And locate the center of this back tire. Click. Do Ctrl S to save your work. Next, AutoCAD by default will rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. I'm going to rotate this in the anti-clockwise direction by 76 degrees. That is, I will click this, click rotate. Pick a point at the base. Remove your hands from the mouse. Type 76 and press enter. We have this. Next, I will zoom open. I will click this. Click move. Pick it at this midpoint. Click. And zoom into this back tire. Locate this center and click. You should have this. We now have this, and also we have this. Next, we're going to design this. Next, pick the rectangle tool. Click. Pick a point. Type at 25, 500. Press enter. Next, pick the rectangle tool again. Click. Pick a point. Type at 20, 150. Press enter. Next, zoom open. Click this rectangle. Click move. Zoom open and pick it at this midpoint at the base. Click. And click this top, the midpoint. Click. You should have this. Next, type hatch. H-A-T-C-H. Press enter. This menu bar will change. Click this. Change this to solid. In the hash color, change it to magenta. Click this and press enter. Press enter again. Change this color to orange. Click this bit and press enter. Next, highlight everything here. Type group and press enter. Next, click this. Click rotate. Pick it at this base. Click. Take your hands off the mouse. Type 16 and press enter. You should have this. Next, click this. Click move. Pick it at this endpoint. Click and zoom open here. And click this tip. You should have this. Remember to save your work. Next, we're going to design the bicycle seat. Next, we're going to create a space just around here. Next, I will click the polyline tool. Click. Pick a point. Direct your mouse towards this direction. Type 250 and press enter. Direct your mouse down and type 47.5. Press enter. Direct your mouse towards this direction. Type 125. Press enter. Direct your mouse down. Type 47.5. Press enter. Next, direct your mouse towards this direction. Type 125. Press enter. Next, direct your mouse up. Type 95. Or you can come and click here that you started. Any will be fine. Here, I will just click this point and press enter. Next, type fillet. Press enter. Type R for radius. Press enter. Type 40 and press enter. Zoom open. Click here and click here. Next, press enter. R for radius. Press enter. Type 25 and press enter. on the keyboard. Click here and click here. Press enter. Click this part and click this part. Press enter. Again, click this line and click this line. Press escape on the keyboard. Next, click this circle pull down and choose tangent, tangent, tangent. Click. Click this part, and click this part of the line. You should have this. Automatically, it will give you a circle that will touch the three lines. Next, type trim, press enter, and press enter again. Click this part, trim it off. Trim here off, trim here off, trim this part off, and trim this bit off. Now we have this. Press enter or escape on the keyboard. Remember to save your work. Ctrl S on the keyboard. Next, highlight everything here. Type join and press enter. This is now joined together. Press escape on the keyboard. Next, type offset. Press enter. Type 10 and press enter. Zoom open. Click this and click inside and press enter. Next, pick the line tool. Click. Locate this midpoint. Click. And locate the opposite midpoint. Click. And press enter. You should have this. Pick the line tool again. Click this part and also click the opposite midpoint and press enter. Next, trim and press enter twice. Remove this bit, this bit, this bit, and this bit, and press enter. You should have this. Next, zoom open. Highlight all this. Type group. Press enter. Next, click this seat. Click move. Pick it at this top midpoint. Click and zoom open. Carefully drop it on top of this midpoint. Click. You should have this. Next, click this seat. Click move. Pick any point on the screen or on the seat. Click. Direct your hands down. Type 15 and press enter. Now we have this. Next, click this seat. Click move. Pick a point on the screen or on the seat. Click. Direct your mouse towards this direction. Type 20 and press enter. Now you have this. Ctrl S to save your work. Next, we are going to draw this. Next, pick the rectangle tool. Click. Pick a point. Type at 30, 750. Press enter. Next, type hatch. Press enter. The menu bar will change. Leave this on solid. For the hatch color, choose any color of your choice. Here, I'm going to choose magenta. I will click this and press enter or space bar or escape key. I will press the enter key. Next, I will carefully highlight only this. Type group and press enter on the keyboard. Next, I'm going to rotate this in the clockwise direction. AutoCAD by default will rotate objects in the anti-clockwise direction. If I will rotate this in the clockwise direction, I have to include a minus. I'm going to rotate this 34 degrees in the clockwise direction. Then it's going to be minus 34, which is minus 34 degrees. I will click this. Click rotate. At the base, I will click and release my hands from the mouse I will type minus 34 and press enter. Next, I will click this. I will click move, zoom, open with the roller mouse. Pick it from this base midpoint, click, and locate the end point for this line, click. You should have this. Ctrl S to save your work. Next, we are going to draw this. Next, I'm going to use this space to draw the next object. I will click the rectangle tool, click, pick a point, type at 560, 30 and press enter on the keyboard. Next, type hash and press enter. This is still under solid and under the color that I want to use. I will use this and click this and press enter. I will highlight everything here, type group and press enter on the keyboard. Next, click this, click rotate, zoom, open. Pick this point, type 15 and press enter. You should have this. Next, roll open. Click this, click move. Pick it from this midpoint, click, and locate this midpoint. Click. You should have this. Ctrl S to save your work. Next, we're going to design for this part of the bicycle. Next, we're going to create a space here. Next, click the rectangle tool. Click, pick a point, type at 40, 295 and press enter on the keyboard. Next, click the rectangle tool. Click, pick a point, type at 30, 235 and press enter. Next, I will click this rectangle. Click move. Pick it from this base midpoint. Click and click the top of this rectangle. You should have this. Next, click the rectangle tool. Click. Pick a point. Type at 40, 120 and press enter. Zoom open. Click this rectangle. Click move. Pick it from this base midpoint. Click and click this top midpoint. You should have this. Next, click the rectangle tool. Click. Pick a point. Type at 30, 30 and press enter on the keyboard. Next, we are going to draw another rectangle. I will click the rectangle tool. Zoom open. Pick a point. I will type at 30, 20 and press the enter key. Next, I will click this rectangle of 30, 20. Click move. Pick it from this side of the midpoint and drop it on the midpoint of the square 30, 30. I will click. I should have this. Next, I will click the circle tool, center radius. Next, I will click this midpoint and click the end of this rectangle. I should have this. Next, type trim. Press enter twice. Take this off and press enter. Next, type hatch. Press enter. With the solid and the magenta still active, I will click here, press enter. Press enter again. Click here and press enter. Press enter again. Click here, choose white. Click here and press enter. I will highlight all this, type group and press enter on the keyboard. Next, I will type hatch press enter. Still under solid, I will change this to a different color. Here I'm choosing magenta. I'll click this and press enter. Press enter again. I will change this to, let me choose orange. Click here, press enter. Press enter again. Click here and press enter. Next, I will click this. Click move. Pick it from this base midpoint. Click, and I will drop it on top of this midpoint. You should have this. Next, I will select everything, type group, and press enter on the keyboard. Next, click on this. Click rotate. Pick a point from this base. Release your hands from the mouse. Type 30 for 30 degrees. Press enter. You should have this. Next, I will click on this. Click move. Locate the base midpoint. Click and zoom into the front tire to click at this center. You should have this. Ctrl S to save your work. This line joining the both tires. Click and press delete on the keyboard. Ctrl S to save your work. Now we have this. Create a space here. Click circle. Pick a point. Type 50 and press enter. Next, pick the circle command again. Locate this center. Click 10. Next, we are going to leave this here. I will pick a line. Click, come down 10. Press enter. Enter again. Pick the line again. Pick here 10 again. I will pick line again. At this top, click 5. Enter twice. I will click this. Click move. Locate this center, this midpoint here. Click, and I will click this end. I'll have this. I will repeat the same thing here. Click this. Click move. Pick it from this midpoint. Click, and click this end point. You should have this. Click the polyline tool. I'm going to start at a point, and I will end at that point. So I will click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where I started. Then I'll click enter and cut it. When I'm done, I'll just click this. Click move. Click and move it out. This is what I want. I want this, not this. I don't need this, so delete it. Click this. Click move. Pick it from this midpoint and locate the quadrant. Click. You should have this. Click this. Click move. Make sure that this your auto is turned on. Then click this at the top. Click. Bring your hands down a bit. Type 1 and press enter. Type trim. Enter twice. Carefully do this. Don't trim this off. No. Press enter. Because we trimmed, something happened here. Look at this. It's now separate from this. I have to click the two of them and type join and press enter. I want it to be 1. Array polar. Press enter. Click this. Press enter. You see how your crosshair has changed to active. Locate this center here. Click and release the mouse. Go up here. Item 6. Delete it and type 16. Press enter. Now you have 16 teeth for the sprocket. Press escape or enter. Trim. Enter twice. Carefully remove this. Do it carefully. Don't be in a hurry. Trim only what needs to be trimmed. If you trim anything that is a mistake, just do Ctrl Z. Everybody should have this. Then you press enter. Because you trimmed, you see every part is different. Everything is scattered because you trimmed. So carefully highlight everything and type join. Next, you have to do this carefully. Highlight this, and make a copy. A copy of this, make a copy. I will highlight this. It's separate group, enter. That's separate. So this is grouped separate. Then I will highlight this together, group. So they are just two different grouped objects. This is grouped separately on its own, and this is grouped separately on its own. Type hash and press enter. Leave this under solid, then I'm going to choose a color that will match this. I'll press enter. Please don't hash all of them together. I press enter again. To hash this separately, press enter. So hash them separately. So I press enter again. I want to hash the center. I want to give it a separate color. Click here, enter, enter again. Click here, enter. They are separate. So I'll highlight this together like this. Everything here, group, enter. This one is separate and group it separate as well. So I have two separate gears now. You see here, this very one here. I'm talking about this one, this very side of the bicycle. I will click a line. I want the line to be from this middle. You see from here? This line is just like a guideline. I will delete it later. But please try to make this line long so that we can delete it easily. Next, click this, click move. Carefully from this center, click. Then you see that place the line is, carefully place it on that line, like this. Just click this line and delete it.
What was the point of the line?
Since there are three intersecting objects, so that you'll be sure of the one you're placing it on. You see this very one here, which is the second one. Click on it, click scale, carefully click this, type 0.5 and press enter. 0.5 is half of this. That's 1/2. Click this small one, click move, pick it from this center, and you carefully go to this back gear. Locate this center and click. If you do it carefully, you should have this. We want to put the chain, the bicycle chain. Carefully use here. Pick a line, click 450 and press enter twice. This front, what is the circle, the outer circle? That 50. That means I will click a circle. On this side, click. I will have 50. Press enter. This is 50. What do you think this will be? Because we scale down to 0.5. So I will pick a circle. On this side, it will be 25. I will click polyline. Now I'm going to start here. Here is quadrant. Click. Go here and click the other quadrant. It's giving me a straight line, isn't it? On my keyboard, I'll just press A and press enter. I will just come here. You see the way I turned, the thing just turned with me. I will click the other quadrant, but see what it's doing now. Ignore it. You see what it's doing? You can't get anything now that is not an arc. I will now press L on the keyboard and press enter again. And click the other side of the quadrant. Then I will press A again and press enter. And now click the other side of the quadrant where I started. Click and press enter. If you click this, click move and move it out. This is what I just want. I just want that chain. I don't need this. This is just helping me as a mold. Just delete this. Click this. Then go here. Did you see line weight? Click on it. Look for 0.35. Click on it. It might seem nothing happened, isn't it? Go back to this color. Just choose any chain color of your choice. Press escape on the keyboard. For us to see the thickness of the line, you type on your keyboard line weight and press enter. Did you see this box? You're going to see display line weight here. There is a small checkbox by the side. Click on it to check it and press OK. Control S to save your work. Align. A-L-I-G-N. Align. Now I will press enter. There are 4 commands. This is what I want to align. You see, I clicked it. I will press enter. AutoCAD is asking me, what is the first source? There is a circle for this small one. That point is the source. I will click it. AutoCAD will ask me, where do I want to take it to? I will scroll open carefully. I will click here. AutoCAD will ask me again. I should specify the second point. So I will now go to this point, click this middle in front. It's asking me, where do you want to take it to? I will scroll open to the center of this. Click. Now it's asking me, I should specify a third source, or do I want to continue? He will ask me again, do you want to scale this? Probably you are trying to fit this into somewhere that it doesn't match. AutoCAD say, I want to scale it for you. Allow me to do it. I'm a machine. I can do it. Yes or no? It's telling me no. I will say no. He'll go and fix it for me. Let's do the pedal, where people can step on it and ride. We're going to use a rectangle command. Click rectangle. Pick a point at 20, 150. Press enter. Pick the rectangle command again. Pick a point at 60, 15. Just make sure that this is not too close so that it won't just go and fall into the object. Pick the circle tool. Locate this point. Click here. Click here. If you pick the circle, you click the middle first, then you click the edge. Trim. Enter twice. Trim here and trim here. And press enter. Click. Highlight the both of them. Type join and press enter. Click this. Click rotate. I will just pick a point again here and release my mouse. Type 45. Press enter. I will type hash. Press enter. Under solid, I will choose this. Click enter. I'll press enter again. Change this color. Click here. Press enter. Now I'm going to group this separately. Don't group it together, please, and don't hash it together. I group this separately. I will click this, click move, pick it at the top tip here. Click, and drop it at this tip here. You should have this. Select this, group, and press enter. If you're working for a client, don't group the way I'm doing this. I mean, let them be separate. Always have copies separate. If the client change, you can go to those copies and now make changes and bring it back again. You click move. Pick it from here, this midpoint, locate this midpoint and drop it there. Create a space here. I'm going to use a polyline. Pick a polyline, not a line, a polyline. Click. Pick this point, move in this direction, 4, press enter. You come down, 20, press enter. You go this way, 30, enter. You come down, 50, enter. 20, enter. We're coming down this way. This is 4, 20, 30, 50, 20, 30. I'm going this way, 20. This bit is the long bit, which is 120. This is 34. I'll enter twice. Type fillet, enter. R for radius, enter. 10, enter. You see here, this part. Click here, click here. Just only this part. So you now press enter again to activate fillet. Remember your R first, R for reduce, enter. So this time around I will use 2, enter. Now see what I will do. Carefully, I'm just going to fillet all these edges carefully with 2. See, I'm just using 2 for all of them, so that I will have smooth edges of the bottle. That's all. If you want to use 3, it's fine. Me, I'm using 2. This is just one part of the water bottle. Click this. Click mirror. Carefully click this and keep your hands straight. Make sure your auto is turned on. Click and press enter. This part is different from the other part. There are 2 different parts. So I have to highlight the 2 of them and type join and press enter. Now they are joined together. I will click this, increase this thickness to 0.3. I will change this color. Type hash, press enter. So I will look for a different color to hash this so that it will contradict the yellow outside. So you see it's yellow outside and is another color inside. Click the rectangle tool. Pick a point at 10,80. Click this. I will increase the thickness to 0.3. I will change the color. Hash, press enter. Something different. Probably this is fine. Group each of these separately. I group this separately and I group this separately. Don't group them together, please. I'm going to click this, click move. Locate this midpoint by this side. I click the line on this side to drop it on the midpoint of this, like this. Highlight the 2 of them and group. Press enter. You put everything in a different layer. You don't group them together. I want to put the water bottle on top of this. So for me to know what it is, let me check. I will use a line. Let me click. Keep my hand straight. Click, enter. So I need to go and check this angle. So this angle is...
So how do you check the angle?
I just draw a line.
Yeah.
Then I went here and choose angular.
34.
Yes, 34. Click. Then zoom in. It's 34. So that means I'll be rotating that water bottle by 34 degrees.
34 disappears, yeah?
No, that you didn't click 3 times. 1, 2, 3. If you click twice, it will disappear. If you want it to stay, I want to know how much I will rotate. So I will just delete this line and this angle. I don't need it. It's just helping me to check. Who will tell me, am I rotating 34 degrees or minus 34? It's going to be minus. So I will click this, click rotate. Pick it at this base, anywhere, it doesn't matter. Minus 34, press enter. Click this, click move. Pick from here, go and locate the middle of this pipe, click, Ctrl S. Everybody do Ctrl P on the keyboard. Now mine, I have so many tabs. Because I have so many tabs, AutoCAD is asking me about my tabs. Mine, I'll just press enter to continue. I'm here. You see printer, plotter, click on it. Come down. I want you to look for AutoCAD PDF, high quality print .pc3. Click. Do you see a button here, PDF options? Click on it. You see this vector quality? Click on it and choose the highest one, 4800. You see this raster image quality, 600. Click on it, choose 4800. Then click OK. It's asking you a question. Do you want to apply this to this work? Just say yes. Okay. If you come down here, did you see center the plot? Check it. Come down here. Did you see display? What to plot? Click on it. Do you see the last one, window? Click on it. Then carefully do this. It's only 2 clicking. You have to raise your hands up a bit so that you don't go into the bicycle. You see that I'm going off. You see what I'm doing? Up, off the bicycle like that. Click, 1. I'm creating a window around it. 2. It will bring you back here. You have to look for where to save it. Kelvin's second bike. Save. Then it will now print this in PDF. So you can zoom open, hold your control and roll open, then you can take a picture of this as well. You're piling up your project work you have done yourself.